Marc, firstly, thank you for taking the time to speak with us, and congratulations on the Football Pathways plan and that vision. It looks fantastic. I'm sure you can appreciate, though, at this point, most people watching the news tonight just want to know one thing. So can you give us a real update on where you are with the manager search?
Yeah, just before that, I would just say the Football Pathways is a really exciting day in terms of sets about our vision for all levels of the game. So I think an international is obviously part of that, and I understand why people are very interested in the men's head coach, etc. So the process is ongoing. We'd hope to conclude that as soon as possible. We're very close, and I understand why there's lots of interest in the role. I know fans are very interested in terms of who we're going to appoint, but we're very close to that, and we hope to announce that really soon.
By saying you're very close, does that lead us to believe that there will be somebody in place before those games next month?
That's our ambition. Obviously, we hope that will be the case. We're down to a smaller number of candidates, obviously, as you'd expect now. So we hope to conclude that process as soon as possible.
And when you say concluded, does that mean concluded with a full-time manager in a full-time position, or is there a chance we could be looking at an interim manager for
that's always clearly always the ambition in terms of having someone in as soon as possible. So, like I said, the process is ongoing, and we hope to wrap that up as soon as possible.
Why has it taken so long?
So it's similar to the women's head coach role. We've set about a process. You know, we're not a club. We're an international team, so we don't have a game every week. So we've had the fortunate opportunity to take our time with it. We've done a proper process, done it in a professional way, very robust, very diligent. Spoke to lots of candidates, both in Ireland, UK, and then across far and wide. So it's taken our time. We want to make sure we get the right person for the job, because we know how important it is for Irish football and for our Irish senior team to make sure we get the best person possible for the job. And that's why we've made sure we've taken our time to make sure we get that right.
The best person for the job, what does that mean? Who does that look like? I'm not asking you for a name, I'm asking you in terms of their qualities.
Yeah, we obviously want someone who's going to coach the team, be on the training pitch, supporting the players, trying to improve the players. Ultimately, we want them to get improved performances with our players. We think we've got a group of high potential young players that have real good potential, so we want someone who can come in and work with young players and help improve them. And ultimately, we want to get results, so someone who's proven themselves to get results with teams and take them from where we are now and improve that.
In terms of a remit then, does that mean qualifying for major tournaments?
I think we've got a set of friendlies coming out which are really positive. We want to have a really positive UEFA Nations League. We know how important that is also for qualification for European competitions and also World Cups as we move forward. So we want to have a really competitive Nations League. We know that the World Cup 26 is going to be a challenge to qualify based on our ranking and our seeding, but we're absolutely optimistic that we give ourselves the best opportunity to do that. And we're absolutely determined to be part of Euro 28 and be playing in the stadium that we stand in here today with an Irish team, which would be amazing. So that's the target.
Just before you go, could I ask you to clarify some of the issues surrounding Eileen Gleeson and that head of women's football role in the FAI? The role seemed to move from a permanent to a fixed term. Why did that happen? So
we're obviously not going to comment on any one specific details on contracts. It's just not the kind of policy as the association to do that. And so we're absolutely committed to head of women and girls football. We've started the interview process for that, and we're excited to get a new candidate to come in and lead that area. We've also got people in the organisation that are already working hard at women and girls football, so none of that is paused, and we hope that the head of women and girls football will be a key part of leading that and driving that change that we need in Irish football.
Can you understand why not clarifying that situation is leading to sort of pressure on Eileen, and Eileen facing these kind of questions when she is focusing on her role at the minute as head coach? Yeah,
I do. I absolutely understand the question and why you ask. I said at the same time we don't comment on specific contracts of any individual, so that's our policy, and that's our view on that one.